Brother Nashi, how are you? I am a man who is aged 30 years old now, and I feel as if my life is about to come to an end. Why is it that I feel so suicidal at all the times? Maybe it is because of the things that have happened in my life and I can't have any breakthrough. I went to a church. I even told the pastor about my story. And what I did not like about the pastor was that I told him in secret, and then he wanted me to stand in front of the church and to say everything as it was. But I did not want to tell everyone my secret, because what happened when I started going to that church was that I was dating this other girl, a Christian type, who said that she could only be with me if I could go and repent. She did not know about my secret. So I started to go to church with him, and there was no way that I could stand in front of the church whilst she was there. Then I would confess that these are some of the things that I have done. So the pastor then said that, so God is not going to forgive you because you are unable to say it as it is in front of people, not in secret. You are not supposed to confess in secret. I want to know if this is the way that God operates, that if you confess in secret, then God won't be able to forgive you. Or it was that this pastor, he just wanted to show people that these things, they are happening in South Africa, and he can have a lot of fame so that people can continue to come to his church. So I disagreed, and he started to ignore me whenever I would tell him that I am witnessing some strange things in my life, because there are times when I wake up, I can even wake up and I can hear someone that will be knocking on my window. And to even think that I am sending you this message at night, I'm so brave, brother, because I am even feeling it in my heart that there is someone that is outside, and I'm scared that this person, it might not be a real person, it might be a dogology. The place where I am staying, even though there are other people that are staying at the same house where I am staying, but I feel that there is someone that is walking around closer to my window. I always hear someone that knocks on my window late at night. I even deleted the Bible that I had in my phone. I deleted this Bible because I said, God, why are you not protecting me? I have downloaded this Bible since I was feeling lazy to read the Bible. What I was doing was that I would just put on my earphones and turn the audio on. Then I'll start to listen to the Bible. I only listened to the Bible before even Genesis could get to chapter 10. Then the knocking on the window started. And this knocking on the window, when it would start, I would get so scared. I would feel as if there is someone that wants to take away my life. Like, the feeling that I'll be having is like when you walk in a dangerous neighborhood and you know that there are people in that neighborhood that can come and rob you at any time. That is what I started to feel. And the moment that I uninstalled the Bible, I felt that I was at peace once again. So I even begged God to make this thing that was knocking on my door to stop. But God, he did not even respond. I don't know, maybe I am too much of a sinner. That is why God did not respond to me. So I have come here because I want people to know that things like this, they are happening. They are bad spirits. They are people who do money rituals. And I am writing this to warn other young men who are desperate to date older rich women. Do not let your hunger lead you into the bedrooms of people that you do not know, because they'll end up using you for rituals. It was in 2017. I was only 21 years old. I was a student at a big university in Johannesburg. I was studying a critical skill degree, and this was kind of a job that the government says that we need. And I was advised by a career coach that I was supposed to do this critical skill degree so that I can be able to get a job soon after university. I was supposed to be a success, but the truth was I was always hanging on by a thread. Whenever NSFAS would be late, I would go broke. My mom, she was someone that was broke as well, and I did not want to make my mom to feel sad that her son did not have anything to eat in Joburg. So when my mom would call me to ask me if I had something to eat, I'll say, yes, I have more than enough, yet I'll be starving to death. I would even be friends with people that I knew that they always had something in their room so that I can just go and I can eat with them. But there is a limit to that. People will end up avoiding being friends with you because they know that you are a freeloader. Most of the people at university, they called me a freeloader, and it used to hurt my feelings a lot. I was not a freeloader because I wanted to, but it was because I did not have enough money. So brother, I then started to think after I watched this other movie about a guy who got married to a rich woman, and that guy started to enjoy life. And I said, if God can only give me a rich woman, then my life is going to be okay. I started to hunt down for rich women. I did not have enough money to pay for gym membership. I would go to a gym feeling hungry, pretending as if I am even exercising. I would go to the gym during the morning when I knew that the people that go to the gym around 9 a.m., these are rich people, people that have their businesses, because most of you will be at work. You won't be able to go to the gym midweek at around 9 or even at around 10. So that was the time that I would go to the gym. I then started stalking one of my professor. She was teaching at the same university where I was a student. She was a good woman whom used to give us lectures in some of her classes. And this professor, she was quite old. She was beautiful. You know, when someone has money, obviously they are beautiful, right? She was around 45 years old. She was nice, and I liked the fact that she was rich. I started being nice, and she started being nice to me, and she would ask me if I have books. She would give me extra books, and she would give me money for lunch. I looked at him and I said that this one is the woman that I have been looking for. One Friday night, she invited me to her house. She said that she needed help with some research papers. I went there thinking that I was going to drill her so hard so that she can continue to give me so much money, and I will never be broke in my entire life. The rest of the day I was going around. I even bought some pills from Makula shop so that I can be strong in bed. And we were talking about naughty stuff even when I was going to her house, and she told me that she wanted someone that lasts really long in bed, and I was going to go there fully prepared. I was not going to disappoint. This was going to be South Africa versus Zim, and I was supposed to represent very well. When I went there with the gold digger attitude, the moment that I got into a house, I did not even think about looking at the house, which looked so big, like a palace. It was a mansion like those ones that you see in the movies, so big. We went straight to the bedroom and we started drinking expensive wine. One thing led to another, and I ended up in her big soft bed, and I said, finally Muzanzi has won. I am going to become very rich. I thought that I had made it, but I did not know that I was walking into a trap that was set many months ago. At around 2 a.m., that was when the bedroom door flew open. Guys, you do not have any idea how scary it is. You are in another man's house in bed with his wife. Then that man returns back home. A man walked in, and this man, he was the husband to this professor's wife. I tried to hide underneath the blankets, giants, and I was shaking. I thought that my life was over. For this man, he was holding a gun. This man, he did not scream. If he wanted, he could have hit me so bad and I could have lost my life without even trying to defend because he was so huge. He then took a chair, he locked the bedroom door, and I said, now this is the end of my life. I was even praying in my heart, saying, heaven, here I come. I hope that there is a place reserved for me in paradise, because I cannot die by being killed by someone, then I go to hell. This man, he said to me, young man, you are in my bed, you are in my house, you are sleeping with my wife in a house that I paid for. You have two choices. You are going to sit on a hot plate on a stove that was hot. You are going to sit there and I'm going to shoot you, and when the police come, I'm going to say that you are an armed robber. I'm going to make you wear clothes that will make you look like you are an armed robber. But he then gave me another choice, which I took, and I said it is far much better that this man do his stupid Zim stuff. I really do not care, because he was also going to give me money. This man then said that he was going to give me money. He was going to give me 20K. This was something that was unheard of. A man has caught you in bed with his wife, then he says that he wants to give you money. I was too scared to even think about it, and I said, whatever, man, that you want, as long as you are not going to kill me, I will do whatever that you want me to do for you. This man, he walked out, and when he came back, he had a small plastic bag. It was a black small plastic bag, the one that they give you when you have bought some tomatoes. It was full of money, and he threw it at me, and he said, count it, boy, it is 20,000 cash. If you want, you are going to walk out of here alive, and I want you to live my life. I was even crying, saying, I'm just a poor student. And then he said, in order for me to walk out with that money, this was what he was going to do. He had a small needle, that kind that they use when they are testing your sugar in the blood. That was the one that he had. And then he just stabbed me, and he took my blood, and he said to me, now you can leave. He made me to stand outside whilst I was waiting for the driver. The place where he had stabbed me with that needle, it was still painful, but I kept on looking at the money, and I said that this man, he saw me sleeping with his wife, and yet he has chosen to bless me with all of this money. I was thinking that maybe this man, he no longer have his PP, and that is why he had given me the money, because he understood that as long as he does not have that, then the wife is going to cheat. I was even smiling, thinking that maybe one day he was going to have his wife call me so that I can come back and sleep with the wife. I was scared, Brother Nashi, at the same time, because he had collected my blood. I was asking myself, why did he take my blood? What does he need my blood for? And then the driver came. When the driver came, he was driving a black Mercedes Benz that had no number plate at all. It had tinted windows, and I kept on touching the money that was in that black plastic bag, making sure that it was still there. I had enjoyed love making, and I had been paid 20,000 for it. Even the most beautiful slay queen should never get paid 20K in a single night. When I got to my room, bro, I still had the money. I put it on the bed, and I said, let me just go and get something to eat from the fridge. I went to the kitchen, and when I came back, the money was gone. I don't know what happened. The money was no longer there on the bed. I looked everywhere. I looked underneath my bed. I looked even in places where I did not even put the money. I even felt like removing all of the things from my room and putting them outside. It is just that it was too late for me to do something like that. I was so confused as to what had really happened. I kept on searching, and I could not sleep. you can't sleep, brother. After you have been given 20,000, then all of a sudden that money just disappear. You can't be the same. I was even crying at that time because I could not find the money, and I could not call the professor's wife because I had been told to never call ever again, because he was going to shoot me, or he was going to find people that were going to kill me. So I was scared to even call her to ask her husband if he was the one that had stolen the money. So I just stayed. I could not even sleep. I would wake up and close my eyes and wake up thinking that I would find the money right next to me, but the money was not even there. When the morning came, Brother Nashi, I still looked everywhere, but I did not even see even a single cent. I used nothing from that money. I did not even buy anything. And this money, it was just taken away from me. From that night, things started to happen in my life, but it did not happen all at once. I stopped being able to concentrate when I was at school. I was unable to concentrate, and when I would be looking at the lecturer who would be in front of me, I would feel so dizzy. I would have a terrible headache, and I would just get out. When I would try to read a page of a book, by the time that I would have gotten to the bottom, I would have forgotten about everything. I was tired at all the times. I would sleep for 12 hours and wake up feeling that I have been running a marathon. I thought that maybe I had contracted HIV. They tested me and nothing. And I was told that I just needed some vitamins. And I knew that there was something that was wrong. I managed to finish my degree. It was a miracle the way that I did it, even though I graduated with high marks in a critical skill sector. I thought that my life was going to change. As for that professor, she started hating me. When I would speak with her, she would completely ignore me, and I was afraid that maybe she'll get me arrested, saying that maybe I am trying to stalk her, like I am a rapist or something. So when I saw that she does not want to speak with me, I stopped even trying to speak with him, and she told me to never contact her on her phone. So I was afraid that I might get myself arrested. And then I continued with my life. Since I had graduated, I said that, God, I'm going to get a good job. But bro, I have applied for more than 1,000 jobs, sometimes in the same department. I have been to 50 interviews, the ones that I have been to ever since I graduated. And on paper, I am a perfect candidate. But when I get an interview, the person will say, wow, your marks are great, you are the person that we need. But then they never respond to my calls ever again. One HR told me that they lost my file, they were going to sort out. Then another one, the position has been cancelled. Then another one, they just sent an email like, you are not the right person for us right now. But during the interview, they'll be like, we are so excited to have a young talent like you on our team. I am staying in a shack right now, bro. Sometimes I even eat 1 meal of pap a day. A few months ago, I went to the village and I was sitting with my grandmother, whom I told that I was struggling to find work, and she said that maybe there is someone that is using you for rituals. I did not even tell him about this lady that I slept with and what happened. I'm scared to even tell my parents about the things that I did, because they are going to judge me, because when I was in university, I was chasing after these older women whom I thought were going to give me a better life. So I need advice from your listeners. How do I go on about this? What exactly am I supposed to do in order for this Togology to stop haunting me? I do not want this thing in my life anymore. When you post, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Let us speak with our brother in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. The moment that you were given money, that was the time when something was stolen from you. You might have a degree, but you would find out that maybe there is someone out there who is using that degree to even to find a job and work, yet you are suffering. But in the spirit, maybe you do not even have a degree at all. All that you have is just a paper, and that is why you can't even get hired. Let us speak with our dear brother in the comment section. I'll be back with another episode.